I have noticed that the way I shake hands with people may be a little off. I have a firm grip, but I tend to counter the other person's pumps with trying not to pump at all. Instead, I flex my shoulder and arm, so while the person is trying to move their arm up and down, my arm stays completely still.
Yeah, pump that shit. Just try and pump that shit, idiot.
Pump it. I imagine the other person encounters some unexpected resistance to an otherwise routine pump or two. Brothers, how am I supposed to be doing this?
You know how you're supposed to be doing this.
That's from Wrestling in Winchester. Now listen, my brother, me listeners, before you start laughing too hard, I've shaken a lot of your hands. You're a wonderful people, kind.
Oh, I love your
generous,
spirit. So many of you came out to the LA show. We met so many beautiful hearts.
Sometimes you're bad at handshakes. I've shaken a lot of your hands. Some of you could pick up a tip or two. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
I always just assume that it's like, because I've done this before as well. Like, if you're standing in a line for something or you're waiting and you know that handshake's coming, like if somebody just encountered you at random, was like, hey, and you shook their hand, you would nail it, 100%. But then when you have time to think about it, and you're like, I'm about to shake this hand. Well, it's up and down, right? No, wait, hold on.
Be proactive about it.
Wait.
If you're waiting in line to, like, after one of our live shows and you want to shake our hand and, like, that's super cool, go ahead and, like, get your hand ready. Do a little bit of pre-pro on that hand to make it perfect for us. Maybe breathe into it a little bit to get it to the ideal temperature. For me, that's 96.5, a little bit cooler than normal. I like a nice
definitely
cool
not warmer.
handshake. Definitely not wet. Definitely dry that hand right off.
I'm not sure which handshake I find more upsetting. Like, on the one hand, you got the one that feels like their arm was like somebody filled up a Jell-O mold that's shaped like an arm, and then just kind of attached it to a person, as if I wouldn't notice. I don't like that handshake. But I think what I find even more upsetting is like the super firm,
like they gotta
alpha dog.
Yeah.
Like, don't try that.
I like that one.
Don't try that fucking pickup artist bullshit with me.
I like
just
that one
because
I can win that one, so I like that.
Yeah,
one.
Travis has like extra knuckles inside of his hand. His hand is like it's bristling with knuckles on the inside.
The handshake I dislike the most is that one where you go over the handshake and their hand closes like a second too soon, like some kind of awful claw game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They grab like your fingers instead of like your palm.
Yeah,
and
then they get embarrassed and try and back out, and it's like, don't back out, just like fix it. Just fix it. Because if you back out now, this is what I'm going to remember you by, finger grabber.
Handshake is like making love. There's no standard for it. You have to read
you can
the
get
other
pregnant
person's
from
energy.
it.
Yeah.
You have to see where they're going with it.
You can get crabs from it. You can get all kinds of stuff. This person is playing a dangerous fucking game. Because if you ever meet your counterpart in this world, and you guys go in to shake hands, and then both of you just grab hands and then stand perfectly still, you are holding hands at that point. That is ceased to be a handshake. You are holding hands. If that's your boss, that's a whole ordeal. We got to call HR into the room. HR, please witness this. This is just a shitty handshake. We're not holding hands in the office on office hours.
Okay, but here's the I get this a little.
You don't
bit.
pump? You're a non-pumper?
No, but I there's something to me that's always seems so calculated and forced about the like handshake, pump, done. There's something about like just a grab and kind of almost like just a flex is all the pump you get, where it's just like grab and like you're just kind of flexing your arm and then you break off and that's it.
You go into you don't go up and down, you go like in and you hit.
Yeah, you're locking like Voltron. It's kind of just like a
putter that like a putter there.
Yeah. Which I kind of dig that way more because it's much more of just like an acknowledgement of like now our hands are together and now our hands are apart and there was no kind of extraneous motion in there. Yeah. I kind of dig that.
Maybe.
But that said, if the other person starts to pump, you don't just like stare them in the eye and go,
don't leave them standing alone on Pump Island. You've got to fucking send them a raft.
I want to ask one other quick favor. Since I know that this only applies to like people who do meet and greets after their live podcasts, so this won't be widely useful. But I'm using our show as like a megaphone for my own wants and desires. When you're at a thing and someone says, "Hi, I'm Justin McElroy," and you say, "Yes, I know," that is incorrect.
Wrong.
You wanged it. Because I know you know. We're playing a game here, you and I. We're going to meet each other. It's an introduction. I want to know you as a human. You may not believe that, but I do. I want to know each and every one of you. I wish I had the time after a live show to have a nice 20 to 22 minute chat with each of you about just your life and learning and living. And I want to get to know you. So please.
So say your goddamn name.
Just say, give me your name, please. Give me something to work with.
And I cannot stress enough, we love all of you. Please don't ever stop shaking your hand and talking to us and being
we don't give
because
we're
we need
just
you
kidding.
very much.
We need you.
Can I say one thing that our listeners did fucking nail?
What?
And are consistently very good about? I was at the LA live show, and after you do like a live podcast or whatever, or a panel maybe, or or even like a wedding thing that that you're gonna like shake a lot of hands afterwards. So I was in that mode, right? Like I know I'm about to go shake everybody's hand. I had to pee super bad. The show had just ended. And I was like, I gotta hit the bathroom. I walk into the bathroom. There's 4 people who I know were just in the podcast watching my podcast show. I peed. I washed my hands. I left. Not a word was uttered to me.
Nice.
It was like I was not there, and I was like in my head thinking, you sons of bitches are crushing this right now. Let me get out this door, and I'm going to praise you heartily because you are playing this so well, and I'm so happy.
What were they gonna do?
Hey, man, say like, hey, I hate to interrupt you. I just want to let you know it was a great job. You did a
Thank
great
you.
show.
Hey, my
Travis,
good,
exactly.
Hey, my good pea boy. What are you gonna do?
I know
in
you
here?
got your dick betwixt your fingers. Just want to let you know. You also
Fingers?
had my heart
You
in
need
your
2?
hands. I use all 5.
What? How? Like a crow's beak?
Well, now I've got to think about it. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Now I have to think about it, and I'm mad at you for making me do that.